Good evening. In this session, we will discuss regarding Esma. It stands for Essential Services Maintenance Act. What exactly is this? When it will be enforced? Let's try to understand all the points one after the other. For example, if you look at the government employees, sometimes they will declare and they will give an ultimatum to the government unless their demands are fulfilled by a particular time, they will be going for strike. So, what do you mean by strike? Strike is nothing but refusing to work. In the sense, basically, the government employees are meant for working for the welfare of the people. These government employees are in direct touch with the people on day-to-day basis. But because their demands are not being accepted by the government, they will give an ultimatum and they will announce that they are going for the strike. Now, what will happen? This will hamper the essential services that are being provided to the people. But what do you mean by essential services? Maybe sanitation, maybe drinking water, so maybe this electricity, maybe the banking services. All these will be coming under the essential services. Now, if these services are hampered, obviously large number of people will suffer. That is the reason why government will try to negotiate with the employees. They will go for the mutual discussions and they will try to resolve the deadlock. But if nothing happens, then the employees will go for the strike. In order to protect the interests of the people, governments sometimes they will invoke Esma Act. For example, if you look at the last year, it was invoked in Madhya Pradesh. And this year, very recently, it has been invoked. It has been invoked against the employees in mining department of Andhra Pradesh, and immediately after that one, it has been withdrawn. So this is nothing but forcing the employees to work. Once this particular act is invoked, going for a strike is banned. Please remember, strike is not illegal. Strike is very much permitted, but once this Esma Act has been invoked, then the strike will become illegal. And the people who got involved in this strike and the people who are instigating this strike, they will be arrested. Normally, what will happen? If you want to arrest a person, the person will be arrested only with the arrest warrant. But once this Esma is invoked, any government employee or the people who are instigating this one can be arrested and thrown behind the bars without any warrant. And employees may be dismissed and imprisonment up to 1 year will also be awarded. That is the reason why. So once this Esma is invoked, that is the reason why, very rarely, under very, very, very rare circumstances, only to deal with the very, very hard and difficult times, the government will be invoking the Esma Act. Otherwise, it is not supposed to invoke this one. Fine. Regarding this, I have information and I am going to share that information with you. Kindly have a look at this. Esma stands for Essential Services Maintenance Act. This expression is bandied about whenever there is a major strike or ban. Whenever there is a major strike, we will come across with this one, right? And similarly, if you look at very clearly, so it stands for, as I told you, Essential Services Maintenance Act. And the government invokes to prohibit striking employees from refusing to work in certain essential services. Kindly remember, this is not invoked every time. Only during the worst scenario, if the government feels that their services, which are definitely in need, if they are stopped, then the people will suffer. During the time, government will invoke Esma Act. Fine. and these are necessary for the maintenance of the normal life in the country, right? Any service with respect to which Parliament has the power to make laws or the government feels that its discontinuation would affect the maintenance of supplies and services necessary for sustaining life is considered as an essential service. This is the definition of the essential service given under this particular act. Very, 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 very important. So only during very difficult situations government will invoke this one. Otherwise, the government will call the employees and the union leaders for negotiations, right? And the discussions will take place in healthy environment, so that that will be like win-win situation to both the parties. But please remember, we have many incidents in the country where this act has been invoked, right? Now look at this. So, the services that are related to conservancy, sanitation, water supply, hospitals, or anything related with the defense of the country are considered to be essential. Any establishment dealing with the production, supply, or distribution of petroleum, coal, power, steel, fertilizers also fall under the essential services category. Very, very, very important one. Apart from this, any service in connection with the banking can be a subject to Esma. Communication and transport services of any government undertaking related to the purchase and distribution of food grains are also subject to this act. The employees can't even refuse to work overtime if their work is considered necessary for the maintenance of any of these essential services. That is the reason why sometimes employees are asked to work overtime, because providing services to the people is really, really, really important. Kindly remember all these things. Right? Now let's go ahead. Look at this. So according to this one, strike is not illegal, but the government is empowered to prohibit it. Not every time. If it feels that the strike is gravely disturbing the public life, for that the government has to issue a general or special order to end the strike, and any strike becomes illegal after passing this order. Clear? Once it is invoked, once the order is passed, then that strike will become illegal. Then what will happen? Then the persons who commence the strike as well as who instigate are liable to disciplinary action, which may include dismissal, meaning they may be dismissed from the service. Since the strike is illegal after Esma is invoked, legal action can also be taken against these employees. Any police officer is empowered to arrest the striking persons without a warrant. In polity class, we have understood that a person should be arrested only with the arrest warrant, not otherwise. But this act is empowering. Esma is empowering a police officer to arrest a striking person without a warrant. And the people who are participating in or instigating the strike are punishable with imprisonment. Very, 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 very important one. And this will be extended to 1 year, or they will be punished with a fine, or both. meaning the punishment will be either imprisonment or fine or both. Very, 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 very important. That is the reason why, you know, government is always expected to go very soft with the employees. Government is not expected to go harsh with the employees, because the administration is the, the civil servants, the employees are considered to be the backbone of the administration, and in the absence of the services of the employees, then the whole system will be disrupted and the people will suffer, and that will, that is nothing but an insult to the democracy. That is the reason why government will invite the leaders for the discussions, and that will be like, win-win situation for both the parties, maybe the government, maybe the employees. Everybody is working for the welfare of the people, and that is the highest goal as far as India is concerned. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next session.